Hey guys, welcome back again. I've actually been off the game for about a week or so. So just through various things, been busy. Had some migraines on and off, which I do get on again. And when it gets really bad, I just, I can't play games and really focus on anything like that. So pretty much back to full health now. If you watched the last video, we did have a 0-0 draw against who was it again? Is that Fiorentina? Sorry, Roma. Um, So we're still keeping the unbeatable streak going. And if you've noticed something different as well on the main screen is I've actually changed the colour of the background. It used to be white, but the white background and the white writing flicking between the options was doing my head in. So I've edited the Real Madrid Legends so that their main colour is black, which gives us a black background. Not the strip, just the team colour. What I was going to have a look at as well is something I don't really look at too much is the performances. So let's have a look in here. It's been a while since I've looked through this. So obviously this gives you an indication of, games played, goals, assists, etc. I would like it if they broke the appearances down into starting and substitute appearances. Now if we look here, now Pele, well, he's played 22 games, but a lot of them would have been from the bench. But he's our top scorer. He scored 20 goals in 22 games and he's got 4 assists as well. So really, he's probably one of our best performing players. Like some Messi, he's got 12 and 12. Rating wise, he's the best. That's in terms of performance. But any PES player knows that ratings don't really matter too much. One thing I'm surprised at is that Buffon is technically played, well, he's played more games than Casillas. Now, I do try and share it out between them, but Casillas is definitely my number one keeper. But as you can see, they're pretty much on a par. And unsurprisingly, Roberto Carlos and Cafu amongst the most number of games, because really the right and left wing back roles they're pretty set. What I did want to have a look at though is something interesting. I don't know if you guys have a look at it, but if you go into season, I think it's in club performance. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so this gives us a better breakdown of how we play. And, in your head you might think, well, this is my best player, this is the one that scores the most goals, but this shows you a real breakdown of performances. As you can see, average per game we're getting 55%, so we've definitely got better retention. If you look on the goals scored on the right hand side there, pretty much across the board, it's fairly consistent that we score in most parts of the game, but as the game goes on, we tend to score slightly more goals. So you can see we've scored the most amount of goals in the last 15 minutes, and we've also conceded the most goals in the last 15 minutes as well. Not that we concede too many. And then it has a breakdown of types of goals that you've scored and conceded. Dribbling, the trouble is I don't know what that means, because I've certainly scored goals, individual goals. I don't know if I don't know how that's worked out because it's 0, for, or against, and that doesn't make any sense to me. We've certainly scored individual goals. Now, the play area as well. Let's have a look. So again, fairly even. I mean, you wouldn't say there's any particular one side that would play. I would personally think that we're strongest on our left side with Roberto Carlos, but that looks pretty even across the board and slightly more favoured on the right. And this is a good breakdown. So one thing I didn't think of is I mean I love Kaka as a player, but if you look at this, he is in the top 5 of most of the attacking stats. So he's had the most dribbles. He's been very successful. He's had 92%. Passing, 90% passing rate, and the third most passes played. and passes received the highest, and success, I mean, I assume that means just doesn't get tackled. 92%, brilliant. So I was slightly surprised by that because, like I say, as much as I do love Kaka, I don't think I've seen him as being one of my biggest players. But if you look at that, you know, he's got some great performances in there. I'm not surprised. Cafe and Roberto Carlos, like I said, they play the most games. We start through the back, we pass through the back, often from the wings. So the fact that they've had a lot of dribbling, passing, and received a lot of passes, that's just a given, to be honest. Now, if we look on the shooting, again, Pele has been our best forward in terms of goals scored. He scored 32% of his shots. But if you look at Raul, who hasn't played too many games, but he scored 10 goals, but he's actually scored from 45% of the shots he's had. So, and what I think of him is as a clinical finisher, which clearly is. And then aerial battles one, again, you expect the centre backs to have a lot of aerial battles won. Cristiano Ronaldo, we know he's a good header of the ball, and he's got a strong leap on him. So corners and crosses, I suppose unsurprisingly, he's got quite he's in the top 5 there. Vieira, who doesn't play too many games, in fact I'll go back to look to see how many games he's played. He's 4th most won aerial battles, but also the most tackles won by quite a long way. And the rest are centre backs. So let me have a look. So play results, is that right? Yeah, so Vieira, he's only played 15 games. Of all the players, it's amongst the lowest. Surprisingly, Zidane's only played 13. But Vieira is amongst the lowest amount of games played, yet he has made the most tackles. And we knew when we got him that that's what he was there for. He's a strong physical player, but I didn't realise how much of an impact he's made. And I think it's handy for you to have at least a look, once every few months, in-game months, to how your team's doing. Maybe even just, halfway through the season like I'm doing now, and then at the end of the season have a quick look. You can get an overall feel of what you think is your best team, but actually who is performing the best. Anyway, so there's enough about that. I just thought it'd be interesting to show you guys. It does give you some good idea of how your team's performing. We're going to jump into the World Club Cup, which you would expect us to certainly win this game. Let's have a look who's available. Well, Will's on and up, so what we'll do is we're definitely going to play him. So this gives us a full... we can have everyone on the bench, that's great. I think we might give... Yeah, we'll give Cafu a rest. We will put Vieira in, because Beckenbauer needs probably a bit of a rest. Let's have a look, who else? Van Dijk possibly. Yeah, we'll put Varane in. Who else? Mateus. I think I'll put Mateus in place of Iniesta. By the looks of the stats, we need to be letting Zidane play a few more games. And don't want Pele on. No, you can probably come off the bench. Leave Maradona on there. Or we should put Messi. Yeah, let's go with that. Strips. Yep, we'll jump with that. Like I say, I've been off the game for a few days. I had enough videos saved to, not have to worry about playing any games for a little bit while I was ill. In fact, I've still got quite a few saved up for the next week or two. I'm not keen on the idea of editing videos, but I might have to start thinking about editing the videos down slightly and putting 2 games back to back, or just putting 2 full games in and having about a half an hour video, but that's quite a long video to watch. So what we'll do is we'll jump in, see how rusty we are. But in league terms, we have now, obviously we've lost no games in any of the competitions, but we've now drawn 3 in the league, which is a lot more drop points than last season. So changing the difficulty level sort of midway through this, well, a couple of months into the season, certainly made a big difference, and I'm enjoying it a lot more. It's a lot more difficult. Yes, we're still scoring plenty of goals, but it's good to get a bit of a challenge. Let's concentrate because I'm not having the best of start here. Good block from Zanetti. Nice clearance out, but there's not really anyone there to pick it up. Good tackle by Cristiano though. On rolls in here. Went for the chip, but the keeper stood up. Really thought the keeper was going to go low. Vieira losing out there. Poor pass from Ramos. And then lose it. Scrappy start. But I'm not surprised. Like I say, I feel a bit rusty. But if you're going to come into a game, you know, after a bit of a break, it's probably not a bad game to come back into. We'll club competition against a fairly average team. Zanetti. Ooh. Well, at least he didn't block it. I think had a bit of swerve in it. Oof. That was close. That was actually a lot closer than what I thought. And obviously we've got the January transfer window coming up in... How many games is it going to be? About 3 or 4 games, I think. Yes, yeah. Get it out. What happened there? Come on, man. Get a hold of this. Decent ball. No space anywhere. Nice effort, but just not enough room for manoeuvre, and you know, on this sort of difficulty, you can't go into any game thinking it's going to be easy. That's all I'll say. Yes, it's not against a legend team, but it's still difficult to score. Nice header from Vieira there. And... okay, I mean, he was nowhere near the ball, but yeah, I'd tell you he was offside. Again, our possession's decent, but we're just really not being too clever with our passing. What is... everything seems to be bouncing around. That's a bit better. Nope, easily blocked. Oh, come on. What? Well. That's put a spanner in the works, hasn't it? Mateus is going to have to come in for centre-back, well, which he does play. Jesus. Well, that's going to leave us a little bit light in midfield. Did not expect a red card there. Technically, probably was the last man back, but I really didn't expect that. Raul, comfortable save. Getting each other's way. Thank God for that. Need to have a think at half time whether we want to make any substitutions. Nice ball. Lovely header from the smallest player on the pitch. We have not played well in this half. It's a lovely ball from Berto. Lovely header. He's got a good leap on him, Maradona. I'm sure most England fans will know that he's got a good leap on him. Not always for the best reasons. Oh, come on. Oof. How did that ball stick him? Like I say, I was thinking of making possibly a change at half time, but now that we've got the lead, I'm going to keep Vieira in there and just try and keep the lead, basically. Keep possession. It's either that or a drastic change of formation, which I don't want to do. We should be strong enough to hold out here. Don't let them in early. Could have been in there. Gotta be careful. Cristiano. He hasn't really seen much of the ball, to be honest. That's his first chance. Nice play from Raul, just playing the ball over the top, and it's a first time striker was left. Decent save, but you wouldn't expect him to let that in. Right, we are certainly going to play it short. So what we'll do is we'll play it to Zidane. Carlos. Ooh. That was with his weaker foot. You don't ever really see Roberto Carlos strike it with his right. Was it near? No, not really. It's like a pinball, and then somehow they still win it. What is going on? I'm not going to start. But sometimes you get games like this where it pinballs around and it always goes the opposition's way. And you've just got to battle through it, unfortunately. Oh. Free kick, how dangerous is it out here? Have they got any decent free kick takers? I'm not sure. It's quite a distance. Right, let's have a look. It's difficult to judge based on a red card, isn't it? But yeah, I'm going to bring Maldini on just because we're a bit closer to be flat out when we're in for the next game. I think we'll put Ronaldo up top and roll on the right there. One more change, Zidane maybe for Xavi. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. Well, keep the ball there. Nice ball from Casillas and Raul. Oh, he's just not got the legs there, has he? Madonna, oh, good save, but should have scored. Should have scored. Zanetti with an easy, nicely weighted ball across, and yeah, just too near the keeper. But the subs will come on now. Oh, good save. Well, not so much a good save, but good take. See what I mean? Everything's... Get it out. Sloppy game this. But a chance here for Raul, surely. Plays in Cristiano. Oh, you are... How's he offside? That is not offside. There's no way that's offside. He was level with Raul. He wasn't even beyond the line anyway. Nah, don't agree with that. It's not gone our way today. Just sloppy pass from Vieira. Xavi, course is blocked. keep the ball. Ronaldo, that's it. That's the game there. Ronaldo was a clinical finisher. As I'm going to mention him again, but the Pro Sport game which I watch, he does the PES videos. I think one of his nemesis is Ronaldo, because every game he plays against Real Madrid legends, he ends up scoring at least one goal. Sorry, mate. Here's Netty again, getting forward. Ronaldo again. Oh, should have scored. Just a bit too close. Wasn't the best of his touches. Got absolutely clattered there. See that again? Just playing a oof. Maybe getting a bit frustrated. Play this up to Ronaldo, see if he can get his head in it. He can. It doesn't quite fall to Raul. Here's Xavi. Haven't seen too much of him this season. Cristiano. Don't know what he's doing there really. Xavi. Nah. Way wide. That's the game. Not a great game, but we've got a win. Gonna obviously have to set out Sergio Ramos. I'm assuming that'll be just a one-match ban. I don't know how it works in this competition. Obviously, there's only the final left, so I don't know if you'll have to miss a game in Europe as well, or I'm not sure. So it'll be against France, all-time best. So that'll be interesting to see. I'm assuming Zidane will be on that team, so we'll have to see what their start lineup's going to be. So that'll be it for this time, guys. So thank you very much for joining. Hopefully the next match will be better. Yeah, see you next time. Cheers.